I got to experience my first ever Anime Expo last week as of the time of recording this, and it was an incredible experience. I ended up going with my mom, and we both went as One Piece characters. She went as Captain Buggy, and I went as the world's greatest swordsman, Dracul Mihawk. Now, for anybody interested in how I actually made Yoru, I have the original video of how I did it, and then the updated video of how I fixed it, because I made it kind of incorrectly, and then I had to fix it to make it better and kind of reinforce it. So I'll have both of those videos in the description if you want to check them out. Now, I did say that I had a wonderful time at Anime Expo, and that is 100% true. But also, there was a lot of hassle that went into actually getting into the expo that I could have honestly prevented if I would have prepared for the trip a little bit more in advance. What I'm talking about is, number one, parking, and number two, the actual process of getting your weapon checked and then getting your ID and actually getting into the building. So I did it the good old-fashioned way. I parked and I thought I could literally walk into the building, and then there were people there that were, you know, being able to like scan you and okay, you're good to go. I thought that's how I got into the event. No. So what I needed to do was park, not where I did, because where I parked was actually outside of the, I believe it was the south parking garage, and that is one of the exits. So you can park in there and then you can go back into the event, but it's one of the exits that you come out of and then you go to your car and then you leave. Well, the way to get your badge and your ID and all of that kind of stuff and then check your weapon if you're taking in some kind of prop or something like that, like I was with Yoru, is you have to go to the complete other side of the building. And then you have to get the weapon checked. So they have to examine it and be like, okay, this is safe, this is cool. And they'll put a little tag around it. And then you have to go get your badge, which was on the other side of the building, because this is an absolutely massive event in LA, and there's probably 100,000 if not more people that attended this year. So yeah, there's crazy lines and there's a lot of people, so they have to spread things out and basically make it so that it's not super cluttered. But I did not prepare for that, so I ended up having to walk all the way around the building to get my weapon checked, and then find out that that is not where I go to also get my ID. So then I had to walk all the way back around to go get my ID, and then walk all the way back around to then get into the event. And it's 95 degrees in LA. I'm hot. I have, you know, the beard painted on because I'm not there myself yet to sport the full Dracul Mihawk beard. And my mom was as Captain Buggy, literally dripping. When we got into the event, her whole face like melted. All of the paint came off, and I felt so freaking bad. So if anybody is going to Anime Expo or any kind of big con, I would more assume this is kind of how the big cons are run, because there's so many people going to them. But I would honestly just prepare in advance for any of them. Get your, if you need a badge, you get the badge beforehand. You look at the map. There's a map on the website. You look at the map and then you look, okay, this is where I get the weapon check. This is where I'm going to park. This, and you figure it out before you even get there, because it will save you so much hassle and dripping of paint if you have paint or makeup on or anything like that. And it'll honestly just save you a lot of time. But now for the event itself, once we actually got in, it was absolutely fantastic. I was incredibly surprised to see how many One Piece people there were that were actually at this event. And I went just on Friday the 5th, so I would assume that Thursday and then Saturday and Sunday, all the different days that this event was going on, there was probably way more One Piece cosplayers and all kinds of stuff, other anime cosplayers on top of that as well. But when I went on Friday, I could probably count at least 50 people that had either the full, like Trafalgar Law, I'm probably saying that wrong, from One Piece, full cosplay, or just the hat. Honestly, the same thing, if not more, for Luffy, and then probably at least 20 many choppers. Here's a picture that we got with one of the choppers, which was freaking awesome. Just two clowns, you know, just two clowns. Almost immediately when we walked into the event, we were actually able to meet a Smoker and Tashigi. I got to see some different Zoros as well, which was really freaking cool. I got to see not one, but two Doflamingos. I can't do the laugh, but two Doflamingos, two Dofies. And of course, we have to talk about the fact that we literally got the entire almost cast of the Straw Hat Pirates on top of multiple Warlords of the Sea all together in this big group photo here, which was freaking incredible. And everybody was so nice. Everybody was so freaking nice. Now, there was one Boa Hancock in that group photo, but then there also was another Boa Hancock. We also got to see a Nico Robin. And I want to say how cool it was that actual like photographers, like people that had like a full like Canon camera or something like that, that would just go around and take pictures of really cool cosplayers or just other cosplayers that would come up and be like, hey, can I get a picture with you? It was such a wonderful experience that everybody was able to come just under one place and everybody was able to cosplay as something from an anime. Or I mean, we had like, there was Helldivers there. There was there was a Spider Punk. Okay. Super awesome guy. But the fact that everybody was able to just come under one roof and everybody was able to just hang out and just have a good time. And then everybody was able to like, hey, can I get a picture with you? It was just an amazing time. And again, everybody was so freaking nice. Now, with this being my first experience, I of course didn't expect anything bad, but everything from the moment I got into the building until the moment that I actually left and was going home, because I drove, I did not stay the night in LA because I was like, I could drive it. The whole time that I was actually there was just incredible. Fantastic. If you are considering going to Anime Expo or just some big con, do the research first, plan out where you're gonna go, how you're gonna go about it. If you need an ID or something like that, make sure you have that way in advance. I think Anime Expo actually allows you to like not only get them online, but then you can actually like have them shipped to your house. So you have like the physical like scannable ID before you even get into the building, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, if you're considering going to an Anime Expo or just some other big con, go. It is awesome. It is a wonderful experience. There are so many opportunities to meet so many wonderful people and see so many great freaking cosplays. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I didn't get a picture of them, but I'm pretty sure there were people in Rathalos armor from Monster Hunter World, and I believe the guy was holding either a sword and shield or it was kind of supposed to be like a switch axe. But then you had a bunch of people from Chainsaw Man, and there was a couple people there, well, not a couple, there was a lot of people there from Bleach. Again, not only just anime, there was also Helldivers, there was again Spider Punk. So amazing variety for all kinds of different characters. I mean, there was clone troopers, like actual clone troopers. And speaking on the topic of Star Wars, I also got to meet an Anakin. And the funny thing is, we had a little bit of a duel. And so I didn't know that we were like, I thought we were just gonna like clash, you know, like the lightsaber and then Yoru, right? And we were just gonna take a picture. Well, so brother came in like this, and then I came in like that, and we met in the middle like this, and then he pulled one of these and he swapped it, and I was like, oh, so we fighting. Oh, we actually fighting. So we did a little, you know, we did a little dance, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I bet, cool, super awesome, right? But then I looked at Yoru, and Yoru, because I used many coats of Mod Podge, it cracked in many places. Like it looked like cracked glass pretty much on the foam. It was insane. But so of course I'm tweaking. I'm like, oh no, it's broken, right? But I was able to fix it super easily, right? Just got more Mod Podge when I got home, did like 2 more coats. It was fine. Now, also on the topic of One Piece, I got to meet a really cool Gear 5 Luffy. I'll leave his Instagram in the description so you guys can go check him out and his other cosplays if you want to. But of course, while we're there, my mom and I had to come up with a bunch of different stuff that we could do as the characters. So we wanted to do like this cool, us basically portaling into Anime Expo. So we took a little video of us before and then basically jumping over the camera, and we are portaling into Anime Expo as the characters, and it was freaking awesome. Then my mom with the escalators, literally as she like walked up to the escalators, she was like, oh my gosh, I have to do the elf thing. And I was like, okay. I mean, I was like, I could see it. I could see Buggy being a goober like that, right? So I was like, okay. And then she does the whole freaking elf scene of him being scared to get on the escalator as Buggy, and it was just freaking perfect. Now, of course, if you want to check out my mama as well and check out her other cosplays or any of the funny stuff or any of the other cosplays and paints and makeups that she's made me look like, I'll leave her links in the description down below so you can check her out if you'd like to. But all in all, genuinely, truly a wonderful experience. And again, if you're considering going to one of these kind of events, just go. Obviously, yes, there's going to be criticisms, and there's going to be, oh, you got to do a lot of walking, or you got to go here, or you got to go there, and, you know, it's unsegmented or whatever. You know, Anime Expo, maybe this or maybe that. Just do a little bit of research, plan it out a little bit, and I promise you, you'll have a great time. But seriously, go to one of these events, experience it. As a first-time Anime Expo goer, it was a fantastic time, and I'm very happy that I got to go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and did you see a Dracula Mihawk walking around on Friday, July 5th at Anime Expo in LA? If you did, and you're watching this video, comment. Let me know. Did I see you? Did you see me? I don't know. But seriously, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, and let me know if you'd like to see any other cosplay or anime or specifically One Piece content from me. I'll catch you guys in the next one.